Hi everyone. It is time for practice time with Ms. Rhona. My name is Rhona May Arca, and for those who don't know me, I'm a registered music teacher in Calgary, Alberta. I've got way too many tabs open here. So I'm hoping that everyone's managing to stay warm and safe with the ongoing changing conditions. Hang on, I've got like cables pulling under the sweater, so I'm just trying to get this all adjusted here. Okay, I think the headphones cable will just have to be out and loose. So, trying out a new setup. So as you can see, the profile camera is now facing the other way. My normal position where I'm sitting if I'm teaching. So this is a series where you hang out with me while I actually practice. So sometimes I'm working on my students' pieces and their technical requirements, while other times I'm working on stuff that I'm working on. But yeah, today's going to be a little bit of everything. Quite a big list, since now I'm going down to a single stream a week to concentrate on other projects and more of the teacher demos for the students. Now, with this being a new setup, if anything is a little wonky, if you like the setup, if you have any tips or suggestions as to things to add, please drop them down in the comments. And students, if you're catching live or catching the replay, you see in the description I put my plan for today. It doesn't mean I have to stick to the plan. So if you're popping in a little bit late and you don't see your piece on there and you have a quick question, drop it into the comments, and I'll try and take a look at that. Or I will take a look at it. Let's put it that way. All right, so first up, this is coming on board quick, just because I've got several students who are working on chord progressions, and one, I haven't gotten around to sending the cheat sheet yet, so I thought, well, hey, let's just actually go through a demo. So I guess I'll have to add in the chords or in the description afterwards that which grades are being covered. So we're going to start with RCM. So Royal Conservatory, they have to start doing chord progressions. Let's see, I have one that's working on the grade 5. She's working on grade 5, so that's where we'll start. Then I'll put the overhead camera up. We had a little bit of a mishap, or I had a little bit of a mishap. If we include Turtle in the mix. There we go. The stand actually fell on me during sound check. So, because it got moved around too. Okay, just rolling up my sleeves here. So, my student in grade 5, and all piano students, RCM piano students in grade 5, have to do, as well as grade 6, the 1-5-1 progression. So the tonic, so if I'm in C major, that's C, going to the dominant, which is G, and then back down. So it'll be a C major chord, a G major chord, and a C major chord in this hand. And then for my 2 students who are working on RCM level 7, they level up and they have to do 1-4-5. So again, sticking with C major, C, subdominant is F, dominant is G, and then back to C. So that's going to be a C chord, F chord, G chord, and C in this hand. So it's good to just start in first inversion with the right hand. You basically, you don't have to, but it seems to be the easiest because that's how you learned it in grade 5. So, stick to something simple. Why learn something completely different? Although, I'll get to that. There's a reason. So let me get through the grade 9 and grade 10 students' progression as well, and then I'll just show some variations. So they have to do 1, 6, 4, cadential 6, 4, and the dominant to the dominant 7th. I like going down the octave, honestly. It's usually what we see in Baroque music. And then back to tonic. So in C major, it's going to be C major, A minor, F major, G, but C major chord on the right hand, and then G major chord to a G7, and then back to C. Oh, I did something goofy, didn't I? There we go. Okay, so all of these start with right hand in first inversion. You could start in root position. It's just whatever you pick, you probably want to just keep it to be the same pattern for all the keys so that you're not futzing around during your exam trying to figure out which inversion you want to do this in. So yeah, if you decided right hand in root position, then that would be like this. For the grade 7 kids. And then for my 9 and 10 students, I'd probably go. Oh, no. Could be an option if you start in second inversion. So grade 5, grade 6 students. If you're in grade 7, then it's going to be, could go this way, and then this way, and this way. And then for my 9 and 10 students, I would probably do this. So once you get into harmony and the advanced theory, you're going to hear the term close tone voicing a lot. So you will see that I'm trying to move my fingers in a manner where they don't have to move too far at all. Hence close tone voicing. Just seeing a quick message here. Alrighty. So next up, for my ConCan students, I'm going to pull out my, I think I need a new binder. I should probably add that to the shopping list. Okay, for my grade 5 student, she is working on it's actually a long progression. We've got to do more work on this before she does her exam. So she's got, in the key of C, it's going to be 1. It has like 2 C's. I'm just seeing why it repeats. Okay, I'm just going to double check. So I shall be right back. I'm going to try not to knock down that camera again. Let's see how far my headphones reach. Okay, let's see if I can find my student's keyboard harmony book that we're using. Okay, it would help if I got to the right student's folder. So, with some of my students being online and some of my students being in person, it's just easier to keep everybody's books in little folders in a couple of file boxes that I can drag around depending on if I'm teaching online or distanced and we are in person. Okay, so I am going to find this chord progression, I've just pulled out the Introductory Keyboard Harmony book by Deborah Wanless. So I'll pop the link down below if you want to check that out. It says, okay, 16, 25, and 35. I have a feeling something's a little bit different here. I think because I have an older edition. Oh, okay, yeah, it's exactly the same. Okay, I just needed to confirm that for my students' sake as well as mine. Okay, so yeah, it's 2 C chords or 2 tonic chords, and then dominant 7th, and then back to tonic, another version, inversion of dominant 7th. Oh, and then another. Okay, so let's break that down. And she's going to do that in the keys of C, G, and F major. Okay, so the tonic chord, the C chord, is in root position. But the key is she is practicing doing the dominant 7th chord in first inversion, and then second inversion. No, 4th inversion. Wait a sec, I lost count. Root, first, second, third, and then back to root. It's Friday. I need more chocolate. Okay. And then, but you can see it's just going through different configurations. So first time this, second time that, third time that. So once again for her. So yeah, again, the ConCan kids, old and young, or yeah, young and young at heart, need to be able to do that in the keys of C, G, and F major. So it's good to keep the same inversions and the same fingering. So again, you don't have to rethink that with every single key. Okay, my grade 9 student has a different chord progression. So it's just the 1, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7. So kind of like the RCM grade 7 kids. But she needs to be able to pull this off for all major and minor keys, up to and including 3 sharps and flats. So therein lies the challenge. All right, so that concludes my warm-up. My keyboard harmony warm-up. So I thought I'd do something a bit different today with the setup of today's practice. Let me grab, okay, I'm just trying to keep, whoops, pencils from falling. Trying to keep things from getting too messy here. Okay, so what I did today is I grouped the list by in chronological order, or at least in by musical era, because there's going to be a lot of similarities, so it's kind of good to clump them together, like with like, and then compare and contrast. So we will start with. Seriously. Okay. Bach. So my grade 9 student has been plunking away at this. It's anyone who's done a Prelude and Fugue or any of Bach's advanced works knows that it's a slow gestation period. There's just so much happening. So you kind of have to go slowly, really work on fingering, really work on ornaments. Take a look and see like which fingers do you need to hold for the full note value? Which ones need to be off? Again, fingering, I cannot stress that enough for Baroque music. And I've also brought out, okay, I just have to figure out which pile without falling off the bench. So I pulled out, oh, that's what fell a few minutes ago. So I pulled out 3 reference books. So I haven't told my students to run out and go get these. I'm sure that they can find it in the library or, look up excerpts online. But the first one is the Essay on the True Art of Playing Keyboard Instruments by CPE, or Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach. So my teacher, when I was in high school and junior high, she encouraged me to get it. To be absolutely honest, I haven't read through the entire book. I've basically just kind of zoomed in on embellishments. So that is what's bookmarked. The other thing I've pulled out, and I really, really like ConCan for, thank you ConCan for doing this. They have as soon as the kids are working on inventions, there's a page in the book that has a table of Bach's ornaments. Papa Bach, that is, so Johann Sebastian. And then the other book that I pulled out, I think Ms. Mahaffey had me buy this as well. So it's François Couperin, L'Art de toucher le clavecin, so the art of playing the harpsichord. Excuse me if I'm butchering my French. It's been a very long time since I've taken a French class. So, because sometimes there are slight differences, there's definite differences in approach between German and Baroque music, German and French Baroque music, and Italian Baroque. All right, so these are here for quick reference. Yeah, coming back over the hill here. My bench, okay. So she is inching forward. She is trying to get. Oh, actually, let me just grab her. I've been hopping back and forth between editions. So the edition that's in her book, as well as the Verlag, the Henley Urtext version, just because there are slight differences. So especially for the advanced students, I really recommend that you hop onto the public domain library and check out different editions to see if there's, alternate fingering, alternate pedaling, alternate expression markings, and kind of play around. If you're my student, we can discuss it. If you're not my student, discuss it with your teacher. If you don't have a teacher, there's a whole bunch of us teaching online, so I can pop some links to a couple of the teacher associations if you are looking for lessons. Okay, so I have to figure out a plan of attack. She's been going really slowly. It's been probably a few weeks since I've actually seriously looked at this. So it's hard when you're cycling through all your students' pieces. So it's in an ideal world, you can practice all of them every day, but in reality, no. Although I do try to listen to them regularly. Okay, I'm going to pull off the headphones because I think sound-wise we're doing okay. Again, if you're listening and something's a bit wonky sound-wise, please let me know in the comments or send me a message. Students, if you're hopping in and I'm not working on your piece, send me a message if there's something you want me to run through with you, and we can take a look at it, slot it in the right musical era. Okay, Bach. I have no idea what my plan of attack is for today. Okay, well, I think in that case, I'm just going to do a run-through of the first page to a cadence and kind of, I don't know. Oh, goodness, yeah. This is interesting, because the Henley version, it's a 4-page layout, versus the ConCan edition, it is 2 pages. It's very squishy. Very squishy. Personally, I like the Henley, the Urtext version. It's nice and spaced. I can write notes on the margins. Okay, so taking headphones off. Hopefully stick them where I'm not going to trip on them. Okay, and then just for ease, I guess, just to help a little bit better, let's solo the overhead camera. Okay, so I'm just, again, double checking microphone setup here. Okay. Oh, that's way too happy to be E minor. Okay, so, see, I'm already holding too long. Okay, so I'm just gonna read through, reacquaint myself, and then I'll pick some spots to really zoom in on that I will need to work on, and maybe I'll remember what my student needs to work on too. Okay, animated I should probably try trilling to the end, but I'll play with that. I need to let go. Okay, let me go back to bar 2. Okay, because Baroque music. And roll here too. Okay, so I see an could do an alternate. Oh, that's if I want to make it easier. Why? Okay. Oh. D. G would be nice. That should be 3. Okay. Figuring out fingering here. Okay. I'll come back to that and deal with fingering. So wrong. Okay, so I'm going to stop at pretty much the halfway point of the first section, I guess. Okay, so I want to review first off the ornaments. Okay, so dealing with bar 1. See. So I think. Ideally, you want to trill as close as you can to the end where the little tail is. But I need to figure out ideal fingering for me. So. Yeah, like 4 is really weak. So as you can see, I'm kind of playing around with twisting my arm to. Oh. I can also play with that to make it easier for my finger 4. Oh, so that kind of worked. That whole moving my hand in. Let's try that again. Could also play with starting slow. And then speeding up. Next spot where the trills are an issue. Okay, bar 5, there is something. Oh yeah, they did no, that's not a simplification, that's a complication. That's a variation. Okay, let me see bar 5 in this version. Oh, that's the simple version. Okay, so let me just stick with what's in the ConCan edition. So bar 5. So that, an issue for many would just be to play through to the next downbeat. So I'm going to drill that a few times. I will not grab treats because, full disclosure, students, I ate a bunch of treats last night. So I probably should be cut off. Yeah. So, just working on getting that timing a bit crisper. Okay, left hand was kind of in the wrong spot, but right hand was totally there. Okay, so I want to look at, where's the next ornament? Oh, yes. So bar 10, the versions we heard, you're again trilling as far as you can until like the little tail at the end. Instead of the 2 little wiggles that I gave it. So. Let's just maybe look first at the ConCan's cheat sheet. Oh. Here we go. It's 1, 2, and they've got. This is essentially a trill plus a mordant because we've got a trill and a mordant is. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Okay, so I need to go for quite a few wiggles. I mean, at base level difficulty, sharp. Leading tone would be nice. So doing twice as many, and that's totally acceptable for like just learning. But could do an unmeasured trill where you start slow. Ooh, cheers to Picardy all of a sudden. So the natural tendency would be, this is hard, tense up. So you have to try to force yourself to relax. So I totally let up. You hopefully heard the difference there. Okay, I'm going to leave this be just because there's going to be a lot of crossover with the other pieces. The other Baroque pieces? Okay, let me see who's up next on the list. I think it's Scarlatti. Scarlatti. Yes. So we're going from German Baroque to Italian/Spanish late Baroque. This really reminds me of my first Scarlatti sonata that I learned at university. It was very cheery. Did I write the? Okay, good. I put the right information there. So I did sight read through the first half yesterday. My student just started working on it. So I think as a goal for me today, I would like to read through the entire piece. So just bear in mind that once I flip the page, I am completely sight reading. But I'll keep it slow. Okay, so hopefully I'll remember to keep it slow. Oh, hang on. Oh. Gotta remember I'm in E major now, not E minor. We got. That's as far as my student's gonna try to get. I'm gonna carry on though, so I see what we're up against. No, wrong. Nice sequence. new fingering when they gave it to us earlier. Sight reading time. I'm gonna try to look ahead. I'm gonna try to keep the page from flipping back. Gonna try to put the metronome there to have it hold the page. Okay. Yeah, we're still in. Wait. Okay. Hang on. Sorry, I'm breaking the rule of first rule of sight reading. Don't stop. Okay, I shall. No, that is so. Okay, cool. Interesting fingering, but that's what's there. I see. So, interesting. Well, it's a lot like the other Scarlatti sonatas that I've worked on, where the B section uses the themes from the A section, but just transposed. Okay, so things that my student will need to look at as she tackles the beginning. Rhythm. Okay, so it's rarely written in Baroque music, the dynamic markings. But the general rule of thumb is don't play the same thing the same way twice. So echo effect works quite nicely, so you can start loud. Let's try it with the right fingering. Echo. Okay, I should try to keep the trill the same. So they're suggesting 2 wiggles. You could do 3 wiggles if you can keep the timing. And then it repeats again, lower. And then this is where I tripped up, so let's review. 8. Yeah, I think the 2 wiggles will make sense, especially when you hit that spot. Echo. And then this part, so bar 9, there's like those little itty bitty brackets, or bar 10. Bar 9 is straightforward. Now left hand's gonna take these 3 notes. Oh. No, right hand's gonna take those. Watch the brackets. Okay, so it'll be left hand. I did something weird there. Hang on. Okay, so we have a little bit of a dialogue happening. I'm going to just solo the overhead. Yeah, so this needs to be... And then the response... Response again, and then it changes. So that can be played around with a bit. Okay, so last one for the Baroque era is my 30 days of practice challenge piece, which hasn't been getting tons of love lately. Yeah, too much other stuff on the go. So where this piece is at. Just get both cameras up for a sec. It's learnt. It's basically in troubleshooting mode and polishing, because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the ornaments. I must admit that I haven't had the time to really, or haven't made the time. It's a combination of both, really. To really compare and contrast the different recordings and read my Kupuna book to figure out how to make it fancier as the piece goes on. So I think what I want to do, I'm going to start at C section. Well, no, B. I'm going to start at the B section just because that's where things are a bit different. And then C is like A. Yeah. I think if anything, I'll practice the parts that are different today. Because this theme comes back so many times. This part. Oh. So it doesn't need nearly as much work as the other parts. So I'll focus on the contrasting bits. So that would be, with my labeling, the B section, not the C section, the D section, and not the E section. So I'm sure these are organized in couplet, but je ne sais pas. I'd have to, again, check my book. It's been a while. All right. So yeah, let's give this a go. Okay. So yeah, the B section is, I think, bar 17. Before I move on to the G minor return, that little bridge back to the beginning theme, I want to drill that again. So. Yeah, see, I'm not 100% settled on fingering, so I can't really do tons of bulletproofing until I get that. Or I have to I have to troubleshoot that first. Well, correct notes would be nice. Okay. Computer, what are you? Overhead computer was just making a noise. I just had to check. No, looks okay. Looks okay. So yeah, the transition between those two lines, that feels awkward, so I have to figure out what my plan is. I wonder if that should be that should be a different finger. Yeah, maybe if I put my thumb on the C, because the left hand's taking the rest of this chord. So maybe. Am I in the right spot? Yes. That's the second time I've made that mistake. So yeah, I really need to sort out these issues. So. Okay, so I think I need to do a little bit of analysis here. So we are in B flat major, F major, which is the dominant of B flat, and then F major again, F major 7. No, F7 is the F7 chord. B flat, and then D minor. No, B flat major first inversion, and then E flat, which is the 4 chord, D, which is 3, C minor, which is 2, so next one is probably 5. No, cadential maybe. So now that I've sat and analyzed that, let's carry on. let's go through that again. That's easy. Until here. Kind of like that, honestly. That almost feels like it wants to be a different ornament altogether. Yeah, okay, so I think maybe that can be a different ornament. Possibly. Okay, so I'll deal with that another time. Actually, I can probably bring that with me. Yeah, I can deal with that later. Just to keep things moving forward. Okay, a little stretch break. All right, so moving now on to the classical era. Okay, so this is a new piece for this student. Oh, yay, it's only 2 pages. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, because I don't think I've had a student who's ever done this one. So I'm going to read through it and just get a good sense of the lay of the land. And since it's been a few minutes, I just want to grab the headphones and do a bit of a check to make sure nothing sounds too weird, nothing sounds off. I have lots of green lights. I'm seeing tons of green lights, so I'm just going to do this check. Yes, okay. Yeah, ever since, I think there was 2 streams. One stream with the Music Ministry Hour, and then one stream with here, where the wrong mic was connected to the live stream, so that was, that makes you a little paranoid. About, do I have the right mic? Okay, I'm just checking to see what okay. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna sight read. Okay, this sounds good. I'm gonna take the headphones off. Okay, let's give this a shot. So I'll sight read it first, and then I'll kind of run through like a couple things for my student to chew on. It repeats. And then diphthongs, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this is school. So the first big thing to really watch out for is, and there's so many classical pieces that have this pattern. So I'm just going to highlight the side camera this time. Side cam. So that is... Good old two-note slurs. Okay, all my students should be looking at this part. Drop. See how low that is. Then roll into it. Play that as you're coming up. So this is like the tensest you're going to be, and this is just nice and relaxed. It's the equivalent of going, ah. Okay. But yeah, wrist rotation. So this is the weaker part of the hand, right? So you're going to want to drop into it. Use the weight of your arm to help you out. Mrs. G had me like really lift my hand and then drop for sections like this. So, drop, and then echo. Play around with that. And then next part, be rolling but that away. So this one, because the changing notes at the bottom, you're going to want to come up more this way and drop into the lower notes. So. Okay. And yeah, that's my 2 cents worth to my student. So, moving on. Oh yeah, the next piece is my next student. It's the next piece in the book. So, Fugue Elise, or for Elise. So, I did some reading actually during this student's lesson. So, I guess Beethoven had 3 possibilities, there are 3 potential Elises that were in his life at the time that he composed this. Nobody knows for sure which of the 3. Okay. So my student asked me to zoom in, oh yes, on this part. Bar 12, those octaves. So I'm going to highlight this overhead cam so she can see this. So we've got, I'm just going to do just the E's. So we'll leave that out of the picture. So 5, 5, 1, and then right hand takes over, 1, 5. Left hand takes over where the right took off, or right takes over where left took off. Oh my gosh. Ditto. Okay, so let's go through that. Left, 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 right, right, right. Oh, hang on. Okay. Hang on. Okay, 1, ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I lost sense of the timing. That's why it's kind of goofy there. Okay, and then we got and 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. So, yeah, student, don't be me. Don't lose count on those. That's what I did when I learned it. Okay, so I'm just going to put that all together slowly. Okay, so we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Oh, that should be all under one pedal. Sorry. Every edition's a little different. I don't know if my edition had that one. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. And then I'm just going to add that back to the beginning of the C major bit. Okay, cool. So I think that is all that my student needs for that. Oh, yeah, now we get to really, really brainful stuff now. Okay. Okay, my grade 10 student. Next two pieces are hers. Okay, so we are now moving into the classical period. No, we are leaving the classical period, sorry. It is Friday. I should have brought down hot chocolate. Okay, we are going to look at Schubert. Well, Schubert was like in that transition period, hey? From late classical into early romantic. Okay, so my student and I were working on phrasing and shaping for the B theme, which is it's kind of slow and with a lot of repetitive notes. So this is a lot like one of my Chopin pieces. So yeah, just trying to feel where that goal is and not be so plonk, plonk, plonk. That's the challenge with this. So I'm going to play around with it, and hopefully my student gets a few ideas. Actually, I'll keep both cameras up, just so you can see this movement as well. So, hang on. I need to get a good sense of that. Okay, pianissimo, huh? I'm going to go slow because it's been a while since I've drilled this. So, which is going to make it harder for me to really push to keep the long phrasing. So. Wrong note there. D natural. Ooh, that is so interesting fingering wise. And then it goes here. Wrong note. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. I'm starting to get a bit more comfortable with it. So. Okay, I'm just going to drill that because obviously I'm having slight issues with the when does it change? Every bloody beat. Okay, so. Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm just debating whether or not I should just stick with the side camera or the overhead. Student, let me know what you prefer for this section, and I'll adjust next time. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. Yeah, so So one thing could be starting low, growing, and then this was where she said the first climax was, or mini. So use body height and body weight to help with that shaping. That's what I would do. I think I had a wrong note D sharp, D natural. Why am I doing a D sharp? Because the previous piece was an E major. That's why. This should be da, da, da. Ooh, yeah, that could be brought out more. So I'm just gonna stop there. I want to see if I can get that build up even better. Maybe I'm gonna just keep it super slow. Again, that just makes it much harder for me to keep the line. So, but it'll make it easier for me to get through a little bit more cleanly. So. It feels like I got to do that a few times, to be honest. I've misplaced my phone. I just want to double check. Normally, it's not a good idea to have your phone by you unless you're using it as a metronome. Although if you have the phone by you while you're practicing, just put it in airplane mode. That way it's, you're not distracting yourself. Which, now that I've said that, because I just checked, So let me put this in airplane mode. Oh no, I can't. I can't, because what if a student messages with a question? Darn. Okay, sorry. I will have to be distracted. Or just check between pieces. Okay, I'm gonna try that bar 20. So I'm gonna go. Nah, gotta change on every beat. Dang it. Yeah. Okay. Once more with feeling. And then there was the other spot. Oh no, I'll come back to it. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. So I'm gonna have to watch that because that's happened how many times this practice? Okay, again. So that's a harmony change. That should be a much more intense climax, which I failed on. Okay, so so let's see if I can master the phrasing there. 23. Maybe, okay, I'm gonna try singing. I think it was my university teacher, yeah, Eleanor, who made me start singing to melodies. And hey, instantly, extra expression happened. So, but I'm gonna, I'll take it down an octave since I'm not warmed up. Da, dee, 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 dee. Again. Dee, 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 dum. So, lean into it. Just gonna stop there again. Okay, now I'm gonna put those two together and try to get some really build that wave. Okay. I like that fingering better there that I used. Okay, so hopefully that gives my student a few ideas on how to play around with that. This is definitely one thing we haven't quite talked about yet, about using that body to help build the climaxes, so lean into the climactic notes. Looks dramatic, and actually it helps you put more weight into it physically. So I'm going to put that away. So next up is also her piece. And this is a piece that I need to do more work on, let's be honest. Yes. Is this the one? Yeah. It's right close to the piece I did for my AR. Okay, page 2. I promised her I would drill page 2. Why? Because page 2 is hard. Okay, so I'm gonna go super slow. Super slow, just because I'm still not completely comfortable with the notes. I've just listened to it and played enough Debussy to give her a hand, but definitely to help her take the piece to the next level, I also need to take the piece to the next level. So here we go. It's going to be a little rough, just saying. Okay, so we've got left hand going. It's going to be the G sharp. Yeah, it's a G sharp. Okay. Okay, yeah, left hand's fine with that part. Okay, this is the part that I really need to drill. So the... Oh my goodness. Okay, thumb's got to take the D and the E. And right hand would have played that G. No, left hand would have played that G from the G sharp from the previous bar. Okay. So I'm just gonna dissect the sound separately for now. So we got 1, 2, and 1, and 2, and okay, something. Father Charles goes down. Okay, something's not good there. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so my student also has small hands, so I think we have to at least I know I'm gonna have to roll this more. Okay, so we have here. That part's okay. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and then we got this. So this that transition's gonna be smooth. Oh, okay, hang on. So we both need to start practicing it like that. So bum bum and then bum bum. So bum bum. And then okay, so it has to be done in those units. The 16th note going to the next dotted 16th to get that flow. So we got bum. Okay, so there's my goal. Okay, so nope. On the plus side, that first 16th note is the top note in the dotted 8th. So I'm missing the G sharp. Okay, so I'm just gonna deal with that before dealing with the part that I promised I'd run through. Because this is a part that she and I both need to really work on. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to this part. So I got 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 Yeah, that's right. I'm just gonna do this one more time. Okay, so I'm not quite ready to go back that far, obviously. Okay, so we gotta go. So yeah, it's basically a bar and a beat inching forward. Or a beat and a bit inching forward. Okay, so we have so 1 and 2 and I'm not even bothering the pedal with it. I'm just holding it down right now. So we got... this goes to here. Wait. Okay, wait. Somebody's gonna play this. Oh, yeah. Left hand. So we got. Okay, once more with feeling, and then I'm gonna get to the thing that I promised I would play around with. It goes like this. Okay, so I'm going to do that one more time. I need to be able to make it to that chord without that huge of a pause. So I need to go from here to here. Okay. All right, once more with feeling. Being held over. So we got starting at the beginning. 1 and 2 and 2. Oh, that should be nothing there. That should be and that should be left hand. Okay. So 1 and 2. And that's got to be all one pedal because of the tie, unless I use the sostenuto. Okay, and then we got this. Change there. And then, so I was proposing to my student that we do, a bit of that motion. And then back to this. Oh, that should be. Those are the notes, right? Yep. That's still tied. Yeah. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. But I do have to get the hand ready for this. I've seen some people go underneath and some people go over top for this. So see what is easier for yours. This is. So that's 1, 2. Yeah, wait. Change pedal R. Hang on. No, that should be, hang on. Oh, no. That's all bass clef. Ah! So this should be. I changed pedal there. Okay. So the question. One thing my student and I were going to explore is that kind of strokey motion, the triple P chords. So I'm just going to leave those low chords for now and deal with the melody here. So. Yeah, I think that'll give the delicate sound. Maybe not that one. The fingers have to be firm enough to catch the notes, obviously, but I think relaxed will be the key to getting that balance, to bringing that out. So I definitely will need to do a lot more work on that for surezies. Okay, so last student piece of the day. Okay, stretch back. So, Hyrule Castle. Okay, so my student is plugging away, moving ahead. Needs to make it to all the way down to the bottom of page 3. Because once he does, page 4 actually doesn't look nearly as bad as page 2 to page 3. Okay, so what shall I drill? I mean, it's a tricky piece, so technically, if time were no object and brain power, I'd go through the whole thing. No. Okay, I think I'm going to isolate this in small chunks. Okay, I'm going to start at bar 20, I think, just to deal with that transition. Okay, and I'm just going to do a quick check to see if there's any messages from students, because you never know. Nope, no questions from students. Okay, so I'm going to deal with very, very small chunks. Okay, so starting at the pickup into bar 20. I think we'll do it that way. Oh, dear. Okay, hang on. Okay, so I've noticed that my headset mic is red, so I'm going to take a little break before I tackle this and change the battery. So I'm going to turn off the mic and make that adjustment real quick. So in the meantime, I found one of those cool countdown calendar or countdown thingamajiggers. Yeah, there. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the mic and put a countdown for like a 2-minute break. So, yeah, 2-minute break. Okay, so I'm back. I need to see if I can find a 1-minute countdown. That'd be cool. All right, so new battery. Sounds okay. Okay, on to Hyrule Castle. Okay, I think I said I was starting on the pickup going into bar 20. So here we go. Oh, I forgot what key I'm in. So I'm going to drill that again, because that could have been better. And I think I'm just going to pop the overhead on. Or I'm debating. No. I'm going to put the pedal cam on, because this student is very, very timid about pedal. I've got to decide on fingering there. And then we get to the fun bit here. Oh, the lighting. Hang on. I've just noticed that the lighting's not so hot when I'm leaning over. The pedal camera got moved too, as you see. Does that help? We shall see. Looks like it does a little bit, maybe? Maybe. Okay. All right. I will do that. Okay, I'm going to go pick up into bar 24 so that now I can start drilling the next section. So, oh, hang on. To the fun stuff. So we that doesn't seem right. Okay, that's a G flat. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, I'm going to count that through again. So I'm going to start on 29. So it's in 3/4, but it's notated as a group of 3 sextuplets. So you have to count it in 3 beats. It's a hemiola, man. So yeah, I've been going. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 then we got still of course 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and that changes 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, then it goes 3 and 3 and there we go. And then 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and then we go. And then it's like notated in like, oh, then it goes back to no. It's notated so weirdly. So okay, so ya ba 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 thinking one, yeah, so yeah, ba 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 ba. And then we got ba 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 ba. Nope, ba 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 ba, and then back to good old. Fingering will have to be sorted out there. Octaves higher, hey? Here. Okay. It's written here. So that's one. Okay, up here. So. Holy, this hurts my head. Okay, so we got. Yeah, that's a E flat against an E natural is really pretty not. Oh. And then we got Del Segno al Coda. Seriously? Okay, back to here. Okay. That's quite the yeah. Quite the piece there. Okay, so we are going to wrap up with stuff that I also need to work on. Because as far as I know, we are still having music for the church live streams. I have a cantor assigned to me, so thankfully this time around I just have to focus on pianoing and not trying to play and sing at the same time. Okay, so the end of a liturgical year. Okay. So hopefully with the restrictions, people remember not to try doing any of the responses. Okay. But that I have no control over. Okay, so this song is Jesus is Alive. It's by CityAlight, a group down in Australia. So I think, I guess I could rewrite that. Hang on. This is probably the one that I'm most worried about, I'd say. So, I mean, I suggested it to our singer who's cantoring. It's one I was thinking of doing when I was going to sing, or when I was singing last weekend. Last weekend? Weekend before. These weekends are all getting mixed up. No, I think because the timing was kind of wonky. So, of course she picked it because it's cool. It's just timing is wonky. And if you listen to this here, this is, yeah. This is the. And then we got. I'm sure, like I'm not totally familiar with the the guitar strings. My sibling's the one who plays guitar. I'm the ukulele person. I'm suspecting that is much easier to play on the guitar, but I will adjust to make it piano friendly. And plus, it's a lead sheet, so all that matters really is can I get it on time and give her a firm enough foundation that she can sing. So that is going to be. I'm just going to run through the beginning because we're most likely just going to get through the intro and the chorus and then an outro. So that's all I have to drill. And for that, I'm going to put the overhead on. I'll pop a link down to the music, but for anyone interested, just go to CityAlight.com. I think, yeah, it's .com. Our church has a CCLI license, so that is the version I am using. So yeah, instead of this, which is kind of wonky. That's what I've come up with. So we're going from 1 to 1. Okay, so I have to feel that transition. That's the big part. Metronome's my friend. I know it's a 65, but so now I'm just going to come up with, now that I know the melody, she's got the melody, I probably just need to give her, and she could go to town. So I'm just going to come up with something funky. See, now I'm trying to get creative here. I have to not lose sight of the chords. So. I could do a walking bass. try to switch back to that funky pattern again. So, I mean, there's lots of possibilities, but again, she is one of our strongest singers, so if I can just keep it nice and steady for her, she'll be fine. She hasn't gotten back to me as to whether or not we're doing Broken Vessels, Amazing Grace, or Amazing Grace, My Chains Have Gone. She gave those both as options for Sunday, because she liked both. I'm hoping she picks Broken Vessels. That is way easier to get the timing on. And this one's Hillsong. So yeah, once again, our church has a CCLI license, so I'll pop a link down to CCLI Song Select. So they've got huge resources there, so you can, if you're planning songs for each mass, if you're looking for songs that match a certain theme, you can do a search for it. Yeah, because this is pretty. I don't think I'll throw in the C sharp. It's not blues. So yeah, there's lots of possibilities when you're chording, and it's great when you have a singer who's pretty strong and doesn't need a lot of the melody notes. Then the piano can actually just do the fill in. In this case, there's no other instruments, so I mean fill in rhythm. So representing the rhythm section. There we go. So yeah, I think those were the main ones that I really wanted to focus on as far as music for Sunday goes. I'm not as worried about our Sending Forth song that she picked, because we have done it a few times. I am just thankful I am not singing it this time around, because I totally botched that last time. I totally missed that leap. So, thankfully, I don't have to worry about that too much. I just have to give her a really strong beginning. Oh, that is not Jesus is Alive. And I totally, hang on. So that last song, just for those who were curious, was Broken Vessels. Amazing Grace. I'll run through it one more time, just, for those who are curious about the melody, because I was just harmonizing. And then, maybe I'll go through, maybe I should go through Shepherd, because that one's got a funky rhythm. Okay, bear in mind I'm not really warmed up, although I've been talking, practicing, so probably not that bad. So, all these pieces broken and scattered, in mercy gathered, mended and whole, empty-handed, but not forsaken. I've been set free. I've been set free. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. I'm dropping down. Saved a wretch. No, I'm gonna have to go up. Saved a wretch like me. Oh, and then I went, oh. I missed that. Okay. Oh, I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. So it's quite pretty. Quite pretty. Oh, that's the pre-chorus. I totally missed the chorus bit. Okay, the other one I should probably run through real quick. Oh, so yeah, I forgot to pop that on there. Okay, yeah, probably I should run through the First Communion song real quick. And then I'll listen to it a few more times. It's another CityAlight song. So again, I'll put links down below. And their website has got, you can buy their recordings and download the lead sheets or just the lyric sheets. Shepard. Can I spell Shepard? That's the big question. I don't know. There we go. Boom. So this one fits really nicely with the readings for the weekend. So I gotta figure out what I want to do for an intro, because that's I know what I'll do. That'll be fine. Okay, let's go through the... Okay, I'm going to repeat and just chord. That'll be fine. And then, like I said, not totally worried about Only King Forever. Oops. Let's adjust that. I did not do all the banners for this because I wasn't sure which songs I was going to run through, to be honest. In the end, it becomes like what needs the most running through. So, yeah, I'll just do this real quick. Because the first time we played this at church, I did the harmony and the chords, or the melody. Well, the harmony is the chords. Oh my gosh, I did the harmony and the melody because no one was singing. And then I think the next time we did it, I sang, which was partially successful because I got the chorus. It was the transition from the pre-chorus to the chorus that I just and then we transposed it to G, but because I learned it in C, I don't know. My sense of pitch was just horrid, but I improvised. So I don't know. What should I do for someone who can probably just give her that beginning? I don't want to double up on the. I'll have to play with it a little bit more, I think. Yeah, it's interesting. So as, someone who plays multiple instruments in the choir, pretty much have to learn it a piece various ways. So as, if I was cantering it and someone else was playing the piano, if I'm playing and singing it, which I would do something a bit different. And if I'm just doing the piano part but there's no singer, or piano part and there is a singer. So that's 4 different ways. 4 different ways, yeah. Okay, but it's break time. This has definitely been a full practice, so I think I can call it. So thank you for those of you who might have snuck in while I was practicing and kind of lurked and didn't say anything. Thank you to those who, we'll get both mics. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Let's get both cams up. And thank you to those of you who are catching the replay. So once again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a line, drop it in the comments, send a message. If you are my student and you want to try some of the practice tips or something wasn't clear, just send me a message. If you're not my student, try some things. Double check with your teacher. Get some ideas, work together on it. If you are just someone who's just fiddling around on your own, well, wherever you are in your musical journey, hopefully you got some good practice ideas, some repertoire ideas. If you have ideas for future content, because I do want to branch out and do some interviews or some spotlights on specific topics, drop that down also in the comments. And stay tuned. There is a new demo video popping up tomorrow. So anime fans, actually kind of timely considering that the seiyuu, or one of the voice actors for Mamoru, I think, from Inuyasha, just recently passed away. So the song that's dropping tomorrow is Fukai Mori, so Deep Forest. I think it was the second ED for Inuyasha. Judo's Infinity is actually one of my favorite J-pop bands, so or duos, I guess. So hope that'll pop up. Do enjoy, and we'll catch you next time. So next Friday, 2 p.m. Mountain Time, and in the meantime, explore the rest of the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe button, all that fun stuff. Notification bell somewhere up there, and catch you next week. Stay warm, keep well.